So I found out about careers in dentistry while I was just looking at Loma's website. So I thought it'd be like a cool experience to do during the summer. So then I told him about it. Told him to do it with me because I didn't want to be by myself.
If I were to counsel you as to whether dentistry is right for you, I'd want to ask you a couple things. Number one, do you like people? Do you like giving? Do you like sharing and taking care of someone in pain? Do you like making a person smile better? Are you good with your hands? Are you a musician? Are you good at playing music? Oftentimes, using your hands to play the piano or the violin helps you transition to becoming a dentist. I also find that people who are artistic really find dentistry as a great niche. A person that's good with pottery, a person that could tie flies, say for going and fishing, or someone that's a seamstress, where you are doing detailed work with your hands. One of the things that I've found with people that like dentistry is attention to detail. A person that can work with their hands in miniaturization would do very well in dentistry.
Careers in Dentistry is a 4-day workshop which is intended for anybody who's considering dentistry as a career.
Careers in Dentistry is really great for a person who is trying to decide if they want to become a dental hygienist or a dentist.
It's open to anybody who's graduated high school. We'll take anybody who's even considering this as a second or even third career.
In this process, you get to see some of the activities that we do.
The different labs that you can experience while you're here at the school are, number one, impressions. You get to take an impression on a partner of their mouth. We also do suture lab, where you get to suture and practice tying up a hot dog. You also get to prepare a tooth and actually fill it with amalgam filling. And you learn how to inject a grape or a cherry.
So what I enjoyed the most in careers in dentistry was just the hands-on labs. The drill and fill lab was probably my favorite. Just being able to put it like the teeth on the head and kind of pretend like, oh, you're a dentist for a day and like this is what you could possibly be doing. It was just a cool experience. Definitely different than just shadowing.
To be honest, it's really hard to choose just one because I really enjoyed them all. If I had to choose just one, I think I would like the suturing and the impressions lab.
My favorite hands-on experience would have to be the impressions lab, and that was because I was actually in someone's mouth. I was, doing something that an actual dentist would do. Not just a student, not just a dentist student, but an actual dentist. It's like something that you would see in a dental office.
I guess it was the most different thing I've ever done, putting all of the impression liquid in your mouth to form, the formation. And then the suturing, I think that's a really good and important skill to know how to do that.
My favorite hands-on experience would be wire bending and probably the suture lab.
I really love the labs, particularly the wire bending. I don't know why, maybe I'm just different, but it was so much fun to me.
I do a lot of hands-on crafts, I suppose. As a hobby in the past, I've done hand sewing, anything from small items to entire garments. I also do actually some wire art, and then I've done a lot of hand-on molds and sculptures as a hobby.
Some of the attendees that we have are looking into careers in dentistry because they're looking for a second career choice.
3, 2, 1. My current job is I am a television news anchor for a national news network. I anchor 3 shows a day, 5 days a week at 2, 4, and 6 a.m. My main interest in dentistry, it started back when I was in middle school. My grandmother, of all people, just one day came up to me and said, "You should be a dentist." And it kind of stuck with me. And then even in high school, during 1 week of classes, I had 3 separate people come up and tell me, "You should be a dentist." And it was something that just kind of stuck with me. It wasn't my #1 passion, but it was still something that I always had in the back of my mind.
The thing I enjoyed most about this program was the one-on-one time you can get from students, faculty members, staff, getting those questions that you can't really get from just reading online.
And it creates a sense of community, and it creates a sense like I get to know their story and I get to know their background and I get to know how they got there, what they're doing to get there, and I think it's enriching.
You can ask them specific things about your application, and you can ask them advice. It was very valuable.
I think that Loma Linda has a very beautiful campus. It is very high-tech. We had the opportunity to go to their simulation lab and their cadaver lab, as well as many of their different facilities that were very state-of-the-art.
Loma Linda is beautiful. It's green, it's palm trees everywhere, it's the definition of California.
If you think a career in dentistry or dental hygiene is for you, then this program, Careers in Dentistry, is your program. Spend time with us, let us get to know you, and you get to know us, and you could maybe become a student at Loma Linda University School of Dentistry.